A North Queensland mayor has hit out at the efficiency of the state government's 132 500 emergency telephone number during the floods in Cyclone Yasi. The Hinchinbrook Shire mayor says urgent calls for help were diverted to Brisbane and some weren't dealt with for days.
The State Emergency Service says the telephone number 132 500 is the only one you need for help during severe storms or flood. But the Hinchinbrook Mayor says the calls aren't being dealt with safely.
During our last flooding event, we had people ring the council and say that they'd rung the 132 500 number and then that nobody got back to them. And what it was is because there was a delay with the Brisbane sending the information further north.
Pino Giandomenico says calls go to Brisbane before being passed on to local operators.
If it was like a pizza number or a taxi number where you ring the number and it diverts to the local area, that would be appropriate.
The Local Government Association is using its conference to collate a submission to the Flood Commission of Inquiry. Suggestions also include making the 1 in 100 year flood building code compulsory for all new developments throughout the state and stopping disaster management staff leaving their jobs during the wet season.
New people in place, it just leaves a fairly significant gap in local knowledge.
And still 2 months after the floods, the rebuilding in Brisbane goes on. Water almost covered this Indooroopilly gym, forcing it to close until an army of volunteers cleared the debris.
It's almost revealing to see the community spirit.
Today, the owners received $5,000, part of $250,000 in bank grants available to flood-affected businesses. James Kelly, ABC News.